Good morning, angels. So I was recently guided and I decided to start doing collective readings for different collectives on YouTube. Someone actually said to me that the energy of YouTube is so different than the energy of TikTok. So I decided, I feel like I will have a couple of collectives here. So I will be popping on every now and then, once a week perhaps, to do a collective reading for divine feminines on a twin flame journey. So today we're going to tap into first collective. I'm going to create separate folders for every collective, so once whoever's watching, you figure out which one is yours, you be able to search for those collectives easier. I think I will be doing that once a month for every collective, once a month reading for every collective that I will have. I don't have a lot of following on YouTube, so we'll just see how things go. I always say this: we should always act on our highest excitement to the best of our abilities with no expectation of an outcome. Bashar's rule. My current excitement is to do this for you guys, and this message is timeless. So even if no one will literally watch it for years on end, I do it for my excitement. This is my mission, and I trust one day someone will find it. So I've tapped into the energy of the first collective, and I feel like we're really going to break this down today to connect to this collective. It's going to be like a first message to connect to this collective. So we're going to do what's currently going on in your situation. We're going to do a couple of oracles. We're going to do some tarot in a moment. What's your energy? What are your shadows that you're overcoming and working with now? And we're going to do some love messages. I feel like this collective, you're sitting still strongly, perhaps without you knowing, in your masculine energy. There's a strong air energy, mind guided energy. So maybe you are an air sign somewhere in your chart. It might just be a detail, but it's the traits. It's really being stuck in your mind, really overthinking everything, every little thing, every little word, and not acting from a place of spontaneous authenticity, but really giving every situation gazillions of turnarounds and thinking through every single little thing. And there's this strong need for this collective to just let go of certain things, to just purge. I feel like this is an issue for this collective. You don't yet know how to let go certain little things that happen. You live in the past, you go back to the past. And when it comes to your approach to future, the approach is still masculine. So it's not sit in stillness to feel, to heal. But let's move on. Let's move past that. But your mind still lives in the past. So it doesn't matter where your body moves forward, or you want to move your mindset, because the mind stays. All right. Let's see what's going on in your connection currently, so you can connect to this message and know it's yours. Know it's your collective. Then we're gonna do, let me do 5. Let me do 5. One more. Okay. To be honest, we only have, we only have one very, very nice card. This is your first card. It was Ascension. The rest is bit, so what's going on now may be a little bit. First one is same shit, different day. Second one is Sword and Rose. Revelations, determination, clarity and truth. We have that ascending. We have backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation, loss, and we have shock. This is your first row. What I'm hearing is that with that ascension and with that clarity and truth, you would be in a moment of some sort of a penny drop. Not, maybe that's not the right expression. You're not understanding things clearly just yet, but you would be right now in this mindset. It's just every day. Nothing is changing. No matter how much I try, no matter how much I try approach things differently, approach things from the place of compassion with this person, with my person, nothing changes. I just feel heartbreak. I just feel pain. I just feel deception. Every time I feel, I'm hearing expectations, and maybe that's the reason I deviated for that Bashar's to the Bashar's rule: act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no expectation of an outcome. Because I feel like this collective, you're still having expectations. Whenever you are having a point of contact with your person, with your twin flame, you are approaching it from a place of expectation. You want something from him. And one of the biggest things on this journey is to reach a moment. This is the part of unconditional love. I don't want anything from you. I love you. I will always love you. I will forever love you. I do not want anything from you. Your time, if you're not willing to give that freely, I don't want it. I'm not going to push for it. And whenever you are about to talk to him or you're about to see him, there's always something that you're expecting, and you're always shocked. It's like, it's this moment right now. You would be thinking to yourself, how is it possible that I'm still shocked? I still feel like backstabbed. I feel like there's so much pain and disappointment, but it's not the first time. It's the same thing all the time. It's a different day, but same thing, and I'm still shocked. Why? Because you're not letting go, because you're not purging, because you're not progressing, because you're stuck in your mind, because your mind is guiding your actions. But this is happening for your learning, for your expansion. We burn to learn. Things are happening again and again because you're not learning. Let's do another row. What's happening in this connection? We have, that's nice. We have karmic relationships. So, sorry, maybe you are going in and out. We have Queen Rising. That's the one that I really love. I think this collective, you would be, you might be going in and out, right? So you would be familiar with a concept of twin flame. This collective, you would be still on that first stage when you are in and out, when your person constantly returns and goes, returns and hurts you, right? But you're not yet in a full-on separation. Maybe you don't even know and fully understand yet what does it actually mean. I think you would still be going in and out. I'm hearing this collective. You're still like, maybe this is, if I'm still shocked, if this person keeps, like causing this, maybe it's just a harsh lesson. Maybe it's not it. Maybe it's not, my counterpart. Maybe it's not my twin. Maybe I'm just the Lulu. Maybe this is just still a harsh karmic lesson. But what do we always say? Twin or not, the moment comes when we need to rise and we need to say, what you're offering is breadcrumb. What you're offering is not enough. What you're offering is causing me pain. I'm sorry. I love you or not, you're my twin or not, it doesn't matter. What you're offering is not acceptable. And I think with this Queen Rising, that you're approaching this moment for the first time, clarity, truth, revelations. Maybe you're realizing that this is something that you have to do. Maybe you're realizing that this is something that you're being guided to do, to stand up for yourself, to step into your power, to say no for the first time. For a very long time, we accept those breadcrumbs and we look for excuses. We look for excuses, because I love him, because he's the other half of my soul, because he's wounded, because I can feel his suffering and I feel that he cannot give me more. That's absolutely beautiful, but so what? If you don't value yourself, we're mirrors. If you don't value yourself, this person will never value you. One more. All right. right, we have sad, hurt, upset, crying over you. I'm actually hearing you are purging. This is on top of that ascension. That you are purging without you knowing. So you would be... I really feel for you. This collective, you would be really in a place of pain. You would be crying a lot. You would find yourself really not knowing what to do, not knowing how to get out of this crazy loop I'm hearing. We have played out. That's on top of that backstabbing. And we have clock. What I'm hearing with this clock, because we had shock, I feel like it's like you're shocking yourself. If you would be thinking to yourself, oh my God, this has happened so many times, and I still got played out. I still believe him. Fool me, I'm hearing fool me. Shame on me if you fool me once. Shame on you if you fool me twice. No, other way around. Sorry. But you know what I mean. It's like you would be sitting in this mindset that it's been so long and I'm still allowing myself to be fooled for the same sweet words, for the same sweet talking. All those cards are very like same as different day, karma, crying, backstabbing, shocking, played out. But we have two really positive ones, Ascension and Queen Rising. You are rising. You are being pushed. Everything, all of this is happening. What happens if we don't learn? Every next lesson is harsher, is harder, is more difficult. Not because the universe wants to get us, but because the universe really wants us to get it right. I'm showing you someone who is illuminated the fact that you have no self-esteem. You're not seeing it. I'm going to hit you twice. I'm going to hit you harder. So you can understand, so you can put in boundaries, so the queen can rise. I really feel for you. This is not a nice place to be. I know I've been there. It is not a nice place to be. But the moment comes, you look back at this and you really understand that it was necessary for you to learn. All right. I want to pull a couple of oracles for this collective. Oh, we have travel at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're about to go on a trip. Maybe you just return from a trip. I want to pull a couple of these to see where you are energetically on your journey. What we've done is just more of that 3D kind of energy. So let's ask where you are energetically on your journey. Let's do 5 for your first row as well. One, 2, 3, 4. One more. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. We have number 11. When we're talking, things just come out of my mouth, and afterwards, I'm not even sure why I said that. Why I said them. So, more than anything, what this brought to my mind is I feel you're not really two things. You're not being your authentic you. You're being so nervous around this person. You're being so intimidated around this person that you're not being you. You say something and you're like, oh my God, it is so ridiculous. Why did I just say that? But another thing is it's actually a beautiful thing, and it happens, is that both of us, both divine feminines and divine masculines, right? We live in such deep wounding. The feminine is usually the one that lives in anxiety. So we really care what others will think about us. And we act through the veil of that anxiety, right? What others will think, how they will perceive me, Whereas the masculine lives in avoidance. So he creates a fake persona, because the sensitivity and the authenticity of the deep him is so deeply buried because of pain and trauma, that he's also acting. But now the two divines meet, the two flames meet, and suddenly you find yourself in presence of someone that for split moments as you are together, that soul, that it's so magnetizing, it's so powerful that that soul, poof, pops through, right? And says something that your anxious mind or your avoidant mind would never say, because you would be too afraid for people to see the real you, to drop the mask, right? To see something without thinking this person is going to judge me. But the soul inside knows that what's in front of you is the other half of your soul. So how could they judge you? We always say this, your twin will never, there's nothing you can do to in your side of light, because obviously when we're acting from a place of shadow, we run away from each other, we'll pull against each other, right? But when you're acting out of the place of light, when you are your true authentic self, there's nothing you can do or say that will repel your soul, your twin soul, because they're you. It's the same frequency, it's the same soul, it's the same consciousness, right? So how could they cringe to whatever you do? It's like they would do the same, they would say the same, right? But we're guided by our shadows. So maybe you had those moments when you actually said something and you thought to yourself, man, I would never say this to another person. They're gonna like think I'm crazy, they're gonna hate me, they're gonna reject me. And it was quite opposite. It was a total opposite. We have number 2. There are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. You're acting out of the place of fear, this collective still. What do I always say? There are only 2 options, fear or love. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. The purpose of this journey is to stand in front of your biggest mirror and your biggest trigger, because in this lifetime, your path was to go through the journey of deep spiritual awakening, of deep healing, of everything that your soul went through, not just this lifetime, but all the others, to stand in front of you in your light and in your love, in the frequency of love and light. We have number 9. Growth. I'm not going to give into fear. I know fear is only an illusion. There's a lot of energy of fear here, and trying to sort of conquer that fear. We have 11 and second. I just heard 11th of the second of the 11th. Maybe those are the important dates for this collective, birthdays, dates that you met. But there's the energy of fear, so you would be thinking about this. You would be realizing already, so this person would have already made you realize that you're sitting in a place of fear. That you actually, maybe with no one else, you felt as intimidated, or maybe you've never felt fear of loss of anyone the way you feel with this person. Fear of being your authentic you as well. I think you haven't realized, this collective, how much you've been in a place of fear and acting from a place of fear. And now this person helped you realize. Number 5, romantic messages. I'm not sure what to know. They're just wearing like bathing suits. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's, other times I visualize our future together. That's beautiful. So maybe you find yourself thinking a lot about your person. There would definitely be strong physical attraction. It is a thing for twins, right? And on a physical level, it's between our bodies. It's just really creating heaven on earth. It's healing. It's cosmic energy, right? But some pairings, they're specifically vulnerable when it comes to that energy. They're as intimacy is part of their journey, right? That's energy is part of what they need to explore, is specifically important for their individual and their joint journeys. That's why the chemistry is even more intense. It's the biggest thing that makes them impatient, that makes them miss each other. It's literally like drug. It's literally like heaven on earth. It's healing. And we have number 1. I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. You would see this person for who they are. It's a strong energy that the things you get out that light out of them, they do the same for you. I'm hearing you already know you are most authentic you in front of them, and at the same time you're most afraid to be your authentic you in front of them. You would think about this person a lot. Obviously, again, you would visualize all scenarios: romantic, living together, intimacy. There's a lot of fear around here. What's going to happen? Oof, we have a lot, but let's work with this. We have number 3, telepathic messages. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. Confirmation, you've never experienced anything like this before. I feel this collective, you're still figuring this out. This is why I sense that you're in the beginning of this journey. So if it truly is that you are in the beginning and you haven't figured certain things out, I do have a lot of content about twin flames. I always recommend to get on session because it's very individual, and allow yourself to be guided. It's the best thing you can do on this journey. But also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, of course. But I was just guided to explain one thing to you. There are certain stages of this journey, right? We start from that love bubble when we meet and when everything is just so perfect, and that literally can take hours, sometimes weeks for someone if you're lucky. Everything happens for a reason, but for most pairing, it's such a short-lived romance. It literally can be hours, and then the veil of avoidance is dropped over the masculine, and the in and out phase begins, right? The in and out. This is that phase when a lot of people confuse this with toxic karmic relationship. But the difference is that when it's karmic, when it's toxic, you never get out of this phase because you never learn. And in case of twins, this is such a deep learning, because this is the moment when all the traumas are being illuminated, are being reactivated, are being taken out. Those two mirrors are standing in front of each other. They literally cannot stand each other's energy for more than a couple of days. So the masculine goes in and out every 3 weeks, every 6 weeks, every 2 months, whatever that is, whatever the pattern is. And that stage can last for years. And it ends, what we had in a previous spread, it ends with the feminine saying, no, this is not enough. This is breadcrumb. This is BS. I do not want this. It hurts me. It pains me. But you cannot jeopardize your values and your morals and what you believe in for love. No, love is it's not love. It's wounding, right? And then you stop. You start rejecting. You start saying no. You start putting in boundaries, and then the third phase, which is the separation, happens. That can, again, depending on the pairing, I always say this, minimum, on average, 2.5, 4 years. Minimum 2.5, 4 years on average. That's better said. For whatever reason, I was guided to say this to you, but there are many characteristics that can help you figure it out, and there are many things that are given to this journey. Okay, what else? Number 7. Patterns. I want to let my guard down with you, but fear makes me lash out in self-defense. Again, we have the fear. It's like you would be analyzing right now that it's just so different. Like, I love this person so much. I have such an intense feeling. Chemistry is so amazing. Things come out of me that are so authentic, that are so me. I even haven't known this authentic me, and this person takes it out of me. But in the same time, I don't want to let my guard down. I don't want to be vulnerable because I'm paralyzed. Confirmation, my friend just turned off. Paralyzed with fear. You're both led by fear. Number 3, karmic ties. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. This is on top of that growth that we had. Third of the nine of the fourth, I just heard as well. Part of the journey of the masculine. And again, I feel like this collective is new, and I feel like I'm sitting with someone and I'm explaining this to you for the first time. I can't go through all the details again. Reach out to my content if you want to ask questions, but I am guided to tell you that masculine, the role of the masculine, it's a teamwork, feminine embodiment of feminine and masculine energy. The role of the masculine is to operate in 3D, in the physical world, to break certain karmic patterns, certain karmic ties. Masculines are connected to so many karmic people in their life that they need to learn those lessons. They need to pay this karma. So perhaps your person is connected to someone else. Perhaps they have that that karmic ex, I'm hearing, that they still link to, connected to, return to, go back to. We have number 10. We must remember that we are gods, goddesses, and work to embody that energy. We had that goddess rising. We have that queen rising, right? I feel like you are starting to enter this frequency, that maybe you've heard some things about the journey. You start entering that frequency. This is about self-love. It is a journey. This journey, more than anything, is about self-love, right? That I need to discover the goddess within me, that this is not how I want to be treated. This is not how I deserve to be treated. It doesn't matter twin flame or not. It doesn't matter half of my soul or not. Even more, why the other half of my soul would treat me that. It means that we're wounded. It means that we need to heal. Sometimes internally, you know how they say that you treat yourself poorly. If that happens, what do? If you treat yourself poorly, you heal, you understand, you go to shadow work, you go to therapy, you go to a shaman, whatever resonates, but you go someplace, somewhere where you heal to treat yourself better. And it's the same. It's not going to work for as long as self-value, self-love, self-worth. We have 2 more. We have number 4 and number 5. 45, I just heard. Maybe that's significant as well. Maybe one of you is 45. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand. I was reacting in fear. I think both of you did or say many times many things that you then regretted, and it's like, because there's no vulnerable communication, because there's no open communication, you're just hoping for this person to know, to understand that it was coming, because you have that bond, unspeakable bond. You're hoping for this person to understand, and they're hoping the same, that you understand it. It's just from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of wounding. Number 5, my ego is fragile to criticism and rejection. I've created walls to protect myself again. This is a very ego-based energy. This is a very beginning of the journey energy. Armor, wounded, traumas, acting out of the place of fear. But there is something that is slowly breaking through this. I don't feel this collective. You might not be there yet to just have this strength within you next time when your person reaches out to say no. I am hearing that you'll cave, but it's fine. Again, everything happens for a reason. It's a very individual journey. It's a very slow and steady. Certain things, again, we have to burn to learn. We have to go through them to really experience them. And it's just... certain things really take time to conquer, and it's okay. And it's okay. All right. Let's read your energy, this collective, this beautiful feminine. Let's read your energy, and then we're going to pull a couple of extra oracles to see what's coming, what you need to focus on, maybe, what you need to focus on in love and on this journey. All right. All right. Energy of this feminine. It's actually very nice. Let's do 5 for your first row. I just realized I was doing this very slow. Maybe I always embody the energy of whoever I read for. I'm very, maybe you are a very peaceful person, naturally very calm, very you take things, I don't know why I just saw someone, when you cook, when you do things in the kitchen, that you're very meticulous, you're very slow, you're very like calculated even. That's a bizarre thing to see, but it just came to my mind because I usually do this faster. And I feel like I want to yawn, which is, sorry, another sign that is like very, I don't want to say grounded because you're obviously not, you're grounded. They're very slow. You would take it as a pejorative, which is not what I mean. It's just calm. We have the star, which is nice energy. We have the star, healing energy. We have Ace of Cups, self-love energy. I'm hearing that this collective, you would be at this place. There's a reason we were having that Queen rising, that Goddess rising. You are really in this place of this journey when you are on a verge of starting to collect your energy and your power to say no. And it's actually a good thing. It costs us such a great deal. There's nothing as difficult in this world as saying no to a masculine whom you love so dearly. You just want to hold him, you just want to heal him, you just want to help him, you just want to love him, you just want to be there for him. Saying no to him, thinking in the back of your mind that maybe I'll never see this man again. Maybe he will never return. It's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do. But it also shows strength. It also shows that loving somebody starts with loving oneself. And you really have to love yourself to sometimes say, you know what? And I always think about this, and I'm being guided to share this with you because maybe it will help you. In the beginning, without us knowing, when the masculine, he does things to hurt us, right? He goes in and out, he ghosts us, there's a lot of like, he makes plans, he doesn't pull through, just sweet words, and then there's always shocking disappointment. That shouldn't be shocking because, hello, but it's always shocking to us, right? Because we have that blueprint, we remember that this is our soul, so we're always shocked, like, why would you do this to me? I love you so much, right? And we think that when we say no, we're only protecting ourselves. But in reality, you're protecting both of you. You're protecting you and you're protecting masculine. You're masculine. Why? Because he, from day one, he loves you as well. He is behind such a thick armor. He doesn't think about it. He's in denial. He's like running back to karmics, right? Whatever that is for your journey specifically. He's not surrendering to this love, but the feeling is there. The feeling is always there. So because of that wounding, because of that unhealed trauma, because of that avoidance, he causes pain to us. They cause pain to us that they regret, and it hurts them, right? It's like they want to reach out and they don't want to ghost. They don't want to disappear. They don't want to hurt us. They don't want to lie to us. But it's stronger than them because they're guided by their shadows, because they're guided by their trauma. So when you say no, you're not only protecting yourself from being hurt, but you're protecting him from feeling the regret and the pain for it's stronger than him that he'll do it to you. Do you know what I mean? We have Four of Swords. I'm hearing with this one, do you know what I actually just heard? What's the saying? Like the last like bit to the coffin, what locked the coffin is like the last. I feel that you're in this energy that it was too much. That the masculine did something, said something. You were like, oh my God, that is enough. That is enough. Same, different day. Why don't I learn? You would be in this energy like, why don't I learn? You want to put an end to this. You want to put it to grave, right? But I am also sensing a bit of that stillness. It's like you don't know how. You're hoping, I'm hearing you're hoping to be guided, you're praying to be guided. Maybe you're praying that you're not going to have to do anything. That was sort of a sort itself out, but it won't be that way. It can't happen that way. You have to do it on your own. You have to be the one to say no. You have to be the one to put in that boundary. I'm also hearing that in your energy that you are, all this story, all the situation with your masculine, that you find yourself quite exhausted physically, on a physical level. It's just like, maybe in the past, whenever you would like hear a message from him and it was excitement, right? And it's not like that excitement is not there. You're in longing right now, this collective, at this level of your journey, you would be in longing. So you would always, it will always cause anxiety within you, will always be like, right? But it's like with less enthusiasm right now. It's like you losing enthusiasm to life. And we have Three of Cups and we have the Lovers as well. I think you would be contemplating a lot. I'm hearing about love, that it's like those two, I see them together. It's like love is supposed to be joy, love is supposed to be celebration. So you would be going in and out. You don't understand this fully, that this journey is very particular, and it's, again, it's self-discovery, it's healing, and embodying unconditional love. And to embody unconditional, we have to go through this. Everything happens for a reason, and one day it will make sense to you. One day you will understand. But right now you're thinking maybe it's just a harsh lesson. Maybe it's just a karmic, because love is supposed to be joy. Love is supposed to be togetherness. I'm hearing love is supposed to be celebration. Love is supposed to be enjoying our lives together, and not this nonsense that is happening right now. Let's do another row to confirm. Temperance, beautiful. You have Temperance and you have the Star. You are really on a verge of fight. You're finally understanding that the healing is needed, right? Because maybe in the past you would just think, you would point fingers. I'm feeling this collective. So you'd say, oh, this man is crazy, this man is wounded, this man is toxic, this man and this and that, and why is the world sending me another man like this? Why is the world da, 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 da? And now you're understanding that certain things have been illuminated to you, that you need to heal, and you would never know this. See, that's already your first thing that you can thank your masculine for. However painful it is, you would never know this. Whoa. We have 3 aces on the table. Let's do one more to close the spread. Yeah. Oh, you're really not in a good place, this collective. I say this all the time, and again, I don't have a lot of following here, but if you're just one person watching this, get help. You really need. If you don't want to come on a session with me, you don't resonate, go to a different reader. I can recommend someone. Go to a shaman, go to a different divine feminine, ask, pray to your guides to show you who is your person. And then go on YouTube, go on TikTok, Insta, whatever you do, they will show you. They will guide you towards your reader. We're connected through golden threads with people who are supposed to be our healers, always, right? But I'm sensing just so much pain, so much. We have the Tower and we have 3 of Swords. You would be going through the biggest culmination of pain, for the biggest, I don't think this collective you've ever, you might be thinking about this, that you have certain age, perhaps, that you've had previous relationship. It's not like you're 18 anymore, right? So we think that way, it doesn't really matter, but we have that mindset that, you know, if it was the first heartbreak, I could understand the intensity, but I should know better. I've been through this. Why am I suffering so much? I'm hearing that I cannot eat, that I cannot think, that I cannot go out, that I cannot do things, that I cannot just function. It's part of the journey. Incredible, so ripping pain. I just heard Kundalini awakening, so maybe you're about to go through this. Maybe you're really about to get activated when it comes to the magic of this journey. Activated to understand there's something more into this. But it's just incredible pain. And we have three aces. We have Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Swords. I'm actually happy to see this. I always say this, confirmation. It's my favorite saying. It's always darkest before the dawn. This is your darkest right now. I'm not saying you're never going to get darkest, because you're about to jump into a rabbit hole and jump on your journey of healing. The start with that Temperance. Your journey of healing begins here. This is a new beginning. You're stepping on to a completely new, different mindset when it comes to this journey, when it comes to understanding love, when it comes to understanding pain, when it comes to understanding meaning of life. I just saw someone like opening the first door. You are jumping into that rabbit hole. You're going to start to embark on your journey towards your highest, most aligned timeline. To learn to love yourself, to learn to appreciate yourself, to learn to see yourself for the beautiful soul that you are. There's certain things that will need to be left behind in your life forever. Follow your passion, I just heard. Whatever, if you're not ready for shadow work, if you're not ready to work with a reader, if you're not ready, the only advice I could give to you now, I just heard, follow your passion. If you are passionate to do, just do it. If like the inner voice is saying to you, even if it means text your masculine, call your masculine. Again, sometimes we have to burn to learn. Certain lessons are behind what we would consider mistakes, but I always say this concept of mistake doesn't exist. Everything happens for a reason, right? Follow what ignites you. Follow what you feel you want to do. Okay, guidance for this beautiful feminine in pain. Let's do a couple of these, and then we're going to do a few of the loved ones, the love. I kind of want to do what's coming in the next few weeks for you, but let's do what you need to focus on. What you need to focus on first. I'm looking at the timer. We still have some time. Hold on. Did I say 3 or 4? Let's do one more. Beautiful. So first one we have, align your life. Align your life. Your life is in pieces. That's what I just heard. This journey starts with truly soul-ripping pain. To rip apart our soul to pieces so we can heal every piece and reconstruct it. What is not aligned or needs to change? You know something needs to change. Remember this. Your twin is your biggest teacher to show you what needs to change in your life. To show you what needs to change. What needs to change? What is he showing to you right now? Sisterhood of the Rose, we have beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. What I've heard with this is the sisterhood and the sisterhood of the divine feminines. We are here for each other. We are here online, on TikTok, on YouTube. Allow yourself to be guided. Find a community, whatever resonates with you. I personally, on my journey, I never found it helpful to be part of a community of divine feminines on a similar level. And I'll tell you why. You will know what, there's a reason I'm saying this to you, but you will know what resonates with you better. But I've tried this once, really in the beginning of my journey, and it frustrated me. It feed into my pain. It feed into my fear. It was feeding into my doubt. Because when we start this journey, we're guided by shadow, we're guided by fear. We're not in position to support anyone. We're not in position to support each other. When we're rising as divine feminines and we're already in our divine feminine, it might be so amazing to create that sisterhood and to have feminines on a similar level that we are and start connecting to other sisters, right? Because we already know our journey, we know who we are, we stand strongly in our energy. But in the beginning, that's really not something that I would recommend. But what I would recommend, and I could not recommend enough, is find yourself a mentor. Because sisterhood at this level where you are, what it means is that you need to find yourself few divine feminines that you will work with. Again, it doesn't necessarily, I always say, if you're in a twin flame journey, find yourself another divine feminine who's been through this journey, is in a union, is in her divine feminine energy, and can guide you through this on a regular basis. It will help you so much through the pain, through the turmoil, through the difficulties to navigate, because there's so many things around and about that journey. And there's so much nonsense online. Please don't just rely on collectives. Please just don't rely on ridiculous videos on TikTok, because there's so many people that confuse. I cannot believe this. Twin flame journey with karmic connections. It's like opposite sides of a stick, okay? Not even, farther away, just nothing to do, right? Find yourself someone who will guide you, and that person, from one person to another, just allow yourself to be guided. Whoever ignites your soul, whoever you feel like this is my person, right? And perhaps this person will recommend you. Perhaps you will go to a reader. Like, let's say you come to me, you have a session, we talk about this, another, you have a certain wound. Now go to a healer, go to a shaman, go to have a Reiki session. Do you know what I mean? Because this world, for someone who's been through this, is just something normal to us. It's something we navigate. It's new to you. So it's difficult, and we have soul family as well. Allow yourself to find your soul family. The beautiful thing on this journey is that you find your soul family. You're stepping into your authentic frequency. You're stepping into your authenticity. So you're being guided towards your soul sisters, that sisterhood, that allow yourself to be surrounded by beautiful divine feminines who's been through that and who will be able to help you through that awakening. You are going through awakening, energetic upgrades, new day, new way of being, integration. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. That's a strong sign. We have so many. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. So many of us had to do it alone. And part of our mission, part of my mission, is not to allow any divine feminine that comes to me on sessions to do it alone. And if you've ever had a reading with me, you would know that I don't just call in for a call and then I'll see you in a month or two when you have your next reading. No. I have timings when you can reach out to me. For those of you in moments of the biggest pain, 24/7, I will be there for you. I will respond to that voice note. I will respond to that text. Because in the past, someone gave that to me. And I am now returning the favor. It's my life's mission. We shouldn't be in this alone. You are going through an awakening. You are going through a major activation to this journey. Let's do a few of these for maybe as well. And I do want to quickly do what's coming to kind of prepare you for that energy. They're hard to shuffle. Oh, we already have 4. Okay. Okay, we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. I think this is more about that you have to, it's a smaller scale of what this says. And the twin flame, the story of twin flame is not just a story that starts beautifully, that starts easily, but it can end as a heaven on earth. You have to go for challenges. You have to go for turmoil. You have to heal. You have to pick up the pieces of your lost fragments of your soul. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Maybe this is the key to your transformation. Accept that you are now on this journey. Accept that you're happy ever after. It's not like it's around the corner. Accept this was meant to be. Accept your soul chose this. Accept you might not know all the answers. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Start to work with that mirror exercise. I don't like to call it that way because, again, there's such a misconception and nonsense BS online. But point fingers towards you. That's it. Always. Look inside of you. Why am I feeling this way? What are you showing me, my love? What are you showing me? What are you teaching me? Romance, Cupid's arrow strings. I'm hearing two things with this. It's on top of that awakening. It's not just a new beginning at the bottom of the deck, a reflection as well. It's not just about awakening. It's not just about romance, right? It's something so much more. It's so much more. I'm also hearing, look at the bright side. Look at all the beautiful things and feelings and emotions that you've lived with your divine. I'm being guided. It's a long reading, but I don't care. I'm being guided to tell you that, this one of the things that you learn on this journey when you approach your inner union, your divine feminine state, right? You're healed. You start to, because this journey, I always say this, we live it in dog years. It's so painful, it's so difficult that every year seems like 4, literally, right? Every day seems like a week and every week seems like a month. And when we heal, it kind of picks up a pace, but it never returns to what it was, because we've learned, one of the biggest things we learn on this journey is we've learned to live in the moment. To thrive the moment. Oh my God, sun is shining. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Oh my God, it's a beautiful day today. Oh my God, I'm going to have coffee with my friend. Oh my God, I'm going to have session with my healer, with my reader, whatever, right? We thrive. We're fulfilled. We're happy. We're whole, right? And I forgot why I was telling you this, but it will come to me. You romanticize your life, right? You slow down to truly appreciate what is it that, oh my God, it annoys me. I have to pause and think about it. Hold on. Can I pause? I really wanted to say something important to you. I know. Thank you, Spirit. It slows down, right? And again, we also learn on this journey that there are no regrets. We don't regret anything. Everything happens for a reason. But when I was looking back on my journey, I was thinking, you know what? In our unhealed state, even when we were wounded, when we were like cray, right? We've lived brief moments. Because like I said, it is a short-lived romance, but intense and beautiful moments. Intense and beautiful, amazing moments. And I wish in those moments I would cherish them when they were happening. Every kiss, every night spent together. Because yeah, it's better when you're healed, but there's a different kind of flame. There's a romance in it. There's something, right? And there's a moment you feel, I wish I remembered more. I wish I cherished more. Because when you sit in this moment, you're such anxiety. You're such in longing and wanting more and feeling like annoyed and hurt and in pain by everything that they do and they say. And it's like pain and love and pain and love and fear and love. And think about the good things. Think about the romance. What's coming in the next 2 weeks? Try to look at the bright side. It's going to be very difficult, but always look on the bright side of life. What's coming? Inception point. We have Magician, plan, establish, clear vision. We have the World in reverse, and we have Seven of Coins in reverse, and we have Queen of Wands in reverse as well. I feel you may start the next 2 weeks from this, you know, maybe this reading will kind of find you and will set a certain mindset, right? And trigger a certain way of thinking. And I feel like you may start those next weeks with, okay, and I need a plan. This is a journey of healing. I can conquer this, right? I need to understand certain things and trying to figure things out and looking for information. But I feel, again, there's gonna be something that will cause, like, it's going nowhere. More disappointments, more stagnation, more it's just this feeling you're really struggling still, this collective, with patience and stagnation. You don't, you wouldn't believe me if I said to you now that it's gonna be years. It's reinventing your life. It's reinventing yourself. It's healing all the traumas, all the wounds. What, you want to do it in a week? It's still a crash course. What we achieve on this journey in 2-3 years, it takes a lifetime for certain people. It takes 10 or 20 years. Why? Because of the magic of our twin. Because this is how they magnetize us. This is how they motivate us to push. But you will feel like it makes no sense. You will have that perhaps days or a week of like, yeah, I'm going to conquer this. And then again, you're going to be brought down by your shadow. Because you want too much. Because you want to move too fast. Time, perception of time, again. Perception of time. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope it will find you when you need it. Follow your passion. And again, my biggest advice, sisterhood, mentor. Find yourself someone who will guide you through this. Don't listen to collectives all the time. Don't rely on nonsense advice. And there's so much BS that in the most difficult moment of this journey, you should truly just like quit on social media and just get on that session once or twice a month, whatever, you know, your situation allows you. If you can do it once a week, amazing. In your hardest moments, to get yourself on that session and allow yourself to be guided. Confirmation. I love you so incredibly much, and I will see you, this collective, in 3 or 4 weeks.